Good afternoon, it's 12 o'clock. I'm Ryan Honey with your Solent Sports News headlines. A Russian figure skating star could be thrown out of the Winter Olympics. 15-year-old Kamila Valieva, who won team gold on Monday, tested positive for a banned heart medication back in December. Four-time Olympian Paula Radcliffe believes it's much more worrying because of how young she is.
If it is being introduced from somebody around her, they do have a duty of care also to a 15-year-old. So it's hugely concerning. It's concerning for the people who've had to compete against her because, yet again, they're not getting the opportunity to compete on a fair and level playing field.
Elsewhere, the Beijing Hoodoo continues for Great Britain as they're yet to win a medal at this year's Winter Games. It was curtains in the curling for both our male and female teams, with the men put to the sword comfortably by USA, and the women were condemned to their latest defeat at the hands of South Korea this morning, losing 9-7. Could today be the day for the Brits to stamp their mark down on this year's Games, with Matt Weston and Marcus Wyatt set to battle it out in the men's skeleton? Southampton manager Ralph Hasenhüttl has revealed his days in the Saints' dugout are numbered, and the Austrian hinting he is leaving the South Coast in 2 years' time. Despite this news, a fantastic 3-2 victory over Tottenham on Wednesday night meant the supporters' spirits were lifted again. Goals from Armando Broja, Mohamed El Yunusi and Che Adams meant they would leave the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with all 3 points. Leicester manager Brendan Rodgers was proud of his players despite last night's 2-0 defeat to Liverpool at Anfield. Missing key players such as Jamie Vardy, Timothy Castagna and Johnny Evans, Rodgers believes his side can eradicate errors and push through this tough run of form.
You only need to look at the players we've had available to tell you, logically, you're not going to compete. But for us, it was much better tonight. Let's take that spirit, that quality, and add more quality to our performance at the weekend.
Newcastle could be without star signing Kieran Trippier for a number of weeks after he came off injured in the midweek win against Everton. The England international fullback scored a free kick on Wednesday before being forced off with an injury. Boss Eddie Howe says the club can't really afford to be without him.
He's been so important for us in recent games. I thought he was outstanding against Everton, highlighted by his free kick, brilliant execution. But his all-round game I thought was so good. It'd be a big blow to lose him, but we'll wait and see.
Wales rugby boss Wayne Pivac has heaped praise on 2 of his star players ahead of their must-win Six Nations clash against Scotland tomorrow. Fly half Dan Biggar and centre Jonathan Davies are set to make their 100th Test appearance as the Dragons look to get their first points on the board.
You play 100 Test matches, it says a couple of things. The resilience, the ability to get selected week in and week out over a long period of time. So their form's always good. Those players work hard. They make sacrifices. Looking forward to both of them getting out there and celebrating.
Four-time Formula One world champion Sebastian Vettel believes Michael Macy should remain as FIA race director despite recent race controversy. A late safety car entry in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix cost Lewis Hamilton the title as Max Verstappen stole in at the death. And this has raised serious question marks over his future in the role, but Vettel feels the criticism is unjust.
It's a shaming to see that it's focused on one man. I think he probably had a very, very difficult position on that day, and we probably should focus on making the rules better and more clear. So I don't understand why there's been so much focus around him.
That's all from us now. I'll be back in an hour, but you can remember to keep up to date on our website at solentsportsjournalism.co.uk. Make sure you come back in an hour. I'll see you then. Goodbye.